Another mastermind hit.
What's up? What's up, everyone? It's your boy Mastermind here with Ohio Cannabis Live. Special news presentation. We just testing out some stuff. I got my buddy here, Captain Green Toker, on here. We on here testing out the new setup here. But yeah, you heard the title. Ohio lawmakers want to penny pinch patients. That's right. They're talking about reducing the state fee down to a penny. And I want to know how y'all feel about that. Do y'all think that makes sense? Or do you think it should be gone altogether? And like I said, I got a special guest with me now. I got my guy, Captain Green Toker, on here. Can you hear me, Captain Green Toker? No, I don't hear you, though. Hold on. I don't hear your audio, buddy. You there? Check your Zoom settings.
Hold on, I had
There
my
you
mic
are.
off. Sorry.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So we got my guy, Captain Green Toker, on here. So what do you
Ahoy,
think?
mates.
What do you think about that? They're trying to break everything down to a penny. You know, you think why?
I
Penny
mean,
pinching?
I don't think that's a bad thing. I think they're trying to make it look like they're doing stuff on the books. So you have to have that transactional, and 1 penny is as close as you can get to free and still have that transaction happen.
Well, I mean, I hear that. But what about the fact that
there's some places that will you go to and they will give you a pre-roll or an eighth for a penny as a incentive because they have to have that transaction there, so they have to do the penny.
Yeah, I hear that, man. But what about those folks who gonna have to go in the computer, pull out their wallet, get the debit card out, log into the registry, and then go through all this trouble for 1 penny every year? Now you're gonna have to make sure your card is activated by paying your 1 penny renewal. I'm just dying to know. I mean, really.
If you don't want to do all that, you can still go to the store after September. It won't really matter.
Well, I mean, here's the thing being proposed here. They're saying that they're going to eliminate taxes. So,
well, then I guess it makes it worth getting on the computer for that 1 penny.
I mean, that's the thing. So if they said, hey, it's 1 penny and no taxes, right now there's still going to be the same tax we was already paying. So from what I'm understanding is we're not going to pay the recreational tax on top of the tax. It'll just be what we're already paying. Our price point won't really change on that. However, if you're a recreational consumer, you're going to be paying the sales tax. And you know what we've seen happen before is a lot of times the county or municipality will add on their tax. So then if it's, let's say if they get to 10%, then you might see something where it's 16%, which is going to be very close to what it is in Michigan's market. But if you got a med card, a lot of times they'll say, hey, we'll waive your taxes or something weird like that. You know what I'm saying, Captain Green Tucker? You've been up there. You know how they do it. Hey, we'll waive your taxes if you got a med card, which is weird and don't even make sense.
And there you go with that. Where you're saying, is it worth it? Is it worth 1 penny to save on taxes?
Well, if you buy a lot of medications, I would say, yeah. I mean, you're spending thousands of dollars Yeah, I think 1 penny. I mean, it is an unnecessary hassle. But
And as far as I know, most libraries that I've ever been to got free internet.
yeah, I mean, this is true. Internet is free at the library in most places. That's absolutely correct. You're right about that. And
I mean, that little bit of hassle can save you theoretically thousands of dollars.
yeah. I mean, so do you think that because they're going to have this tax break for medical cannabis patients, do you really think this could possibly be something to inspire those who have left the program to potentially return back? I mean, what do you think? Do you think they might do it
In
now?
all
Maybe.
honesty, in all honesty, no taxes is good, but some of them people are looking at the entire bottom line of the entire cost. And if the entire cost can come down, then I see a lot of people coming back.
Okay.
You know, if you can get your average ounce, your average 1 ounce, I'm not talking top tier, I'm talking mid tier, I'm not talking low tier.
Right.
If you can get that to about $150, you're going to make a lot of people happy. That means your low tier is going to be $70 or something like that. And your high tier is going to be 200, 250, depending on what it is.
Yeah, I'm asking if anyone else wants to come in and talk in our little experiment here that we got going.
Yeah, let's come on. Let's have a big party.
You said this will turn from the penny pincher post to the sesh post real quickly. We got 10 viewers on here. We got 4 likes. Let's get the like up to 10 on 10, with this impromptu stream. Hey Lynette, hey Mike, hey Ken Ambassador. And then we got come on now. I love that name. So a lot of people they're not used to being online talking about weed. So you find a lot of people will be camera shy. They be afraid to get on here, and that's another thing I like about Zoom is like we could even get to the point where we get this working right. People could just dial in with the phone. So that might be something slick. I like how that framed that up just like perfectly. You aligned that just right. Yeah, that turned out real perfect. But yeah, man, we give them the full screen, Captain Green Toker there, so they can see your setup there. You got the whole family there. They got the flock.
We'll take them. We'll take them on a little trip. Well, I don't know how the one camera that I was messing with is set up, but so we'll start there. Ain't
Okay.
too bad. You can see 2 birds, and then we go around to the back end. Hi, everyone. And then here's most of the room. And then here's back to my face.
Okay, yeah.
Most of the birds are directly behind me, so.
You said they are.
Or on me. They're either on me or.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I can always keep forgetting. They just so blend in with you. Like there's one on your shoulder. There's two on your head. I mean, there are a lot of them there, man. I mean,
definitely, there's 10 of them.
Now, I feel like this space that you're in now, like compared to the one when we first met, I feel like this is a more
same
custom
space.
Is it really?
Yes.
I feel like you done relocated to a whole new studio location. Like, is that mural on the wall? Is that a cart? Is that a painting or is that like a tapestry or something?
They're photo backgrounds.
Okay.
Custom built to the size of the wall.
Okay. So you provide your own photo?
You can provide your own picture. These 2 are just the 2 that you see here are stock. And then I have this tapestry up top up there that it says the stoner. It's like a tarot card. I got that at Spencer's. And
hey, what's up, Tim?
Them 2 flags in the back I got at a head shop. So I mean, it's just the one up above my head that says X marks the pot. You guys shut up. For real, shut up. And that one I got off of Amazon. So everything from everywhere. Like if you go to Amazon, you can get your own stuff printed and you don't have to be a professional yourself. A lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like this flag, let me see, I think you can see it. Yeah. Oh yeah, this flag right here, I got on Amazon, and the same with this carpet.
You got the carpet. Amazon be having it, man. But see, I see you got multiple stations there. I see you got you got different cages with wheels on them, man. I feel like there's a lot of upgrade tweaks in there you've got going on.
I just got more birds. Susie,
you just got more birds, more to flock, man.
well,
now,
yeah,
do the new birds, do they like the seeds too, like the other birds, or you have to train them for
that? Everything's different. I run a rescue, so a lot of the times the birds come to me with not the best circumstances.
Certainly.
So they're all drastically different. Like this one, she's the newest one. This is Basil. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong camera. Sorry.
Okay.
This is Basil.
Hold on. Red Dawn says taxing medical to fund regulation would be reasonable if the license fees weren't already supposed to serve that purpose. Taxing medical is a moral cash grab. Now, I agree with you. Okay, which one is that? The one bird you just had in your...
That's Basil.
Okay, that's Basil.
She's new. She's the newest one. She was given to me by a girl that was going to college.
Okay. Well,
her story probably isn't the worst.
Okay.
But like Susie back there and Dusty. Well, Susie, she picks her feathers. She's pretty bad.
Gotcha.
And she shouldn't be over where she's at. Get down, get back to your cage right now before you get in trouble.
And that's what I find interesting is how you're able to communicate with these birds in plain English, just like I would my dog. I see the bird.
You stay over there. Why don't you get in there for a minute and I'll let Dusty out.
Okay, now that was it. That was the moment where we saw the bird take your command to heart and follow exactly what you said. I know all of y'all saw that. I know I ain't tripping, man. You just see this bird just listening.
Birds are smarter than people, 100%.
I mean, animals are smart. Animals are smart in general, but just to hear them understand. He said, "Hey, Red Dawn said your birds listen better than his dog." I'm 100% agree with you on that one for sure.
Hey, these birds right here, they do some tricks. They do, yeah. You see him? He said, "Yeah." They do some tricks that you really can't even believe. If I sat there and told you what they do and didn't show you, you'd think I was lying. I promise you.
Man, it still just blows my mind. Like I said, I just still can't get over it. But yeah, I think that one thing's for sure is that patients don't want to go through extra hassles. And I think a lot of things in the original, when our program first started up, a lot of this stuff was hassles, more stuff, and I just feel like, if they want to make things simpler on everybody and everything, I'm down with them eliminating that fee, but I think that they should still just wipe that whole part of it out. I heard that, there's a possibility they might be getting rid of the ORS part too. That might be going away. So I'm hearing all kind of things, it's possible.
It's really, there's no more, what they split it up. What was the two? It was commerce. And what was the other one?
Well, we had two different agencies that were running it. The medical marijuana department, and then we also had the Department of Commerce, and now it's the Department of Cannabis Control is what it is now.
Right.
The DCC.
Right. So they don't necessarily have the same medical background. Like I'm talking about that group.
Well, I mean, the Commerce Department, those folks have been working with the program from the very beginning. So they have been involved with it, but what I am finding out is that a lot of the people in these agencies need a refresher course on what actually is going on, even in just the medical program, because there's a lot of things that they just don't understand. They don't know because they're not patients, so they don't know. They don't even know what's available in a dispensary right now. So for them to be making rules and things like that, they need to really start doing some outreach and research with patients and spending time listening to what they have learned from the medical program so that we can make the rec program a successful program, but also not kill our medical program because they're not just making good decisions on what we should and shouldn't be able to do. It's just like they wanted to make a rule that says you couldn't smoke weed in your car. And if you get caught smoking weed in your car, it's going to be 3 days in jail. Well, that's not going to fly. I mean, the Senate wanted to make a rule that said medical patients couldn't smoke cannabis, but recreational cannabis users could.
Now, how are they going to enforce that? They couldn't enforce it before.
There you go. You've already answered
What
that. So it's
and
just
what
like
is the
crazy.
punishment for it? What is the punishment for it?
Again, they would like they want to put you in jail for 3 days. It sounds like if you look at the way everything's
Oh,
structured, they want to charge you 28. They want to charge. They want to take the sales tax from the recreational sales
oh,
and
you're
give it to the
talking about
prisons.
that DeWine vote. I don't think that's going to happen.
But no, I'm
And
just saying in general, they want to give a bunch of money to prisons. 28%. I've got it right here, actually. They want to.
yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, but they got to vote on that yet.
No, the SB 86 passed, but the House of Representatives did not take up the bill. So for HB 86, for example, they wanted to give 28% to. I got this up here, so I'm looking at a reference here. They give out 28% of the recreational sale tax revenue to the county jail construction fund, 19% to the Department of Public Safety and Law Enforcement marijuana expungement funds, 14% to the Attorney General's Law Enforcement Fund, 11% to substance abuse, 9% for suicide, 5% for marijuana receipt drug law enforcement, 5% for marijuana expungement, just 5%, which was way less than what was an actual provision. They want a 5% to safe driver training, the 4% to the investigative operation unit. Then they want to give 3% to the Division of Marijuana Operation Control, which I don't even know if that even exists yet. And then they want to give 2% to the Marijuana Poison Control Fund. I didn't even know we had. They just made that one up. I didn't even know there was no such thing as the Marijuana Poison Control Fund. The House of Representatives, House Bill 354, they want to do a little bit different. 36% to the host community cannabis fund, 36% to cannabis social equity, 12% for substance abuse and addiction, 10% for substance abuse, 3% for the operation of the marijuana control department, and 2.5 for mental health. So you can clearly see who wants the money to go where just in that little bit of information um, that was just easily found with a Google search. So it's really at the point where we have to start stepping in and saying, nah, leave it like it is. You keep the money where it's at. Why do you guys want to change everything, make it complicated instead of just getting sales up and running? I mean, that's the main job of the Department of Commerce to get sales up and running. So legislators can just take a break and just puff puff pass, as that lady said. Puff puff pass it on. It's not worth it for them to interfere with it. Hey, a freckle man. What about up north Humboldt stuff? Hold on, wait. Um, let's see stuff to puff out there. Yeah, I just under 14, 20 seconds behind playing 2 times speed. Okay, I'm just reading. I'm just catching up with comments. He said, okay, I'm just reading these comments, make sure I didn't miss anything. We really
Yeah.
going from 200 G's to being not non-arrestable to 70 G's being a felony. Well, you know, I don't think about that being a felony. I think the
No,
decriminalization stuff isn't changing.
no, he's right. Before weed was even medical, you could have up to 400 grams on you, and it was personal, as long as it was in one container. And if you had it split up, they'd try to get you for selling it. But
Daniel Vance says he would prefer his money go towards social programs and education, not perpetuating the broken war on drugs. That's kind of where I'm at. Where I think the money should go into the community for sure. Not necessarily exactly where they have it directed to, but in the right direction, the right places. And nah, I hear what you're saying, Captain Green Toker. That's a good point there that you're bringing up.
yeah, they are changing some laws that weren't so bad, and they're trying to make it worse.
Well, I mean, right now, I think the thing is, every time they do public comment, we need to be there to publicly comment. Just like with the recent public comment for the fee being waived. I don't know how many responses they got yet. I'd be interested to find out how many people actually turned in comments, and what whether they're going to post those comments where people can read them, or what their reaction to those comments are. That's what I'm waiting to hear from, because that'll really be something to see. Again, I hear they're just going to definitely get rid of the fee so we can hopefully bank on that. But also, I think the other things should be done too. Like they proposed in the SB 86 testimony hearing when I testified, they should be looking at removing all sales tax for medical patients. And I think that would be a huge incentive if we had no sales tax at all. Tax-free medical cannabis would be an incentive to be a medical cannabis patient. I do think so. Even better than just some sales tax.
No, I agree with that.
I mean, hey, I think a lot of people would. And then if we so
mean,
we're looking at the cost of being a patient. Some people saying they're paying $300 to be a patient. We can get that cost down to about $100 or less. Now it starts to be way more reasonable. Sometimes we have people doing these education fairs where they're doing it for $55, $45 or less. So I'm gonna try to do a couple more events like that as well to help people get their cards for lower prices. So keep an eye out when I host some more events for people to get their card cheap, or free. I'm gonna try to do free. I love free, but sometimes it's just really hard to do that.
Free card and register for 1 penny. Really, you would have at least half of Ohio in line.
Right. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I mean, exactly. You get what I'm saying right there. So that's why that's what I'm saying. No sales tax. Yeah, I hear you. No tax. Yes, that's where we got to be at. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Freckle man. It is really a bunch of shenanigans. Taxation isn't theft. So as long as the proceeds are going towards programs that uplift the lives of the community, yeah, I hear you. I totally think that's reasonable, but I still think if we can finally get a break, that would be like, I mean, just think how much money a patient would save if they had no taxes, no state fee, and then we put a cap. Because I think that it should be a cap on how much a doctor can charge you. I'm not with these doctors charging these absorbent fees. I heard somebody say they're paying $150 every 3 months to keep their card active. Don't do it. We can save you. We can get 150 3 months. That's not. I mean, that's a lot. And then plus the meds too. Come on, man. I think that's a lot. I really do.
It's
so
expensive to be sick.
Yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm glad that we've done this. We're gonna do some more testing with the Zoom to see how it works, and figure out where the bugs are with it. So if you want to help us test it out, definitely reach out to me. Email me at info@Ohio Cannabis Live. Make sure you follow my guy Captain Green Toker on social media. You just Google search Captain Green Toker. I'm sure it'll come right up. And check out his channel. And you're on TikTok too, aren't you? Your audio went out. I lost your audio.
I haven't been posting a lot lately, really.
Oh, okay. You've been laying low on the posting.
Yeah. I'm gonna like take my content and evolve it a little bit. I haven't quite decided exactly what I'm gonna do, so that's why I've been kind of laying low.
Yeah, I can certainly understand that completely. Well, again, thank you for everyone for being on there for our test. And again, we'll be back on here to do some more streams, some more conversations, and hopefully some more of you will join us in the Zoom. And then, just like before, but this time we can have a lot more fun. You can blur your background, you can change your background. Everything you could do in Zoom before, you'll be able to do while you're on the show. If you don't want to show your face, you want to create an avatar or something like that, we can show you how to do all that fun stuff, right, Captain Green Tucker?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you taking off because it's about time for the birds to do their stuff. It's about that time of day. If you
Yeah, I
want to hang
know.
out and
Nah,
watch
actually,
that, it's cool. If not, it's
nah.
cool
Normally,
too.
normally I would, man, but I gotta get off here and get ready for my next mission. You know,
Understood.
yeah. So everybody, thank you for being here. We'll see you all later. Make sure y'all hit the like, subscribe. All right.